Hello and welcome to Adorn by Jennifer. So I was just live on my Facebook page and I invited all of them to come over and watch on my Instagram page because on my Facebook page I just showed how to take your centerpiece on your kitchen table and make it look a little bit more festive for Valentine's Day. And what I'm going to share with you today is how to take your Christmas wreath and I stripped it all down from all the sparkles and glitter and all the festive stuff from Christmas, and I left the Christmas lights on and how I transform it to look a little bit festive for Valentine's Day, but I leave the wreath and I actually leave the Christmas lights on because where we are located in Northwest Indiana, we get dark really early, and we find it's actually kind of helpful for our spirits to keep Christmas lights around so that we have something that adds a little glow to the evening because it's dark so early that it's kind of helpful to have some mood lighting to help us not feel so sleepy so early. So we like to still keep some mantle lighting and some Christmas lights in various places. We do take the tree down, but we do keep some fun lighting around just to make it a little fun. So as you can see in the background, I like to jazz up a basic, ugly, very inexpensive wreath with some interesting textures to make it look a little bit more expensive, so to speak, but it's really just miscellaneous pieces of things that have fallen off of other things that I would have typically thrown away, and I just pop it into my very inexpensive clearance wreaths that I got at the end of the year at the clearance places. So this is a piece that came off of one of my more expensive long garlands that I just cut up, and I just took one of the sprigs out and I just literally stuck it in there so it added some texture, literally. And this is just one of the picks. This was a Hobby Lobby pick that I just cut with a wire cutter, cut a piece of it out, and we just went like this, and it added some texture. So there's nothing, no like magic, secret magic, anything to it. I just added a thing of lights as well, and I did find that it's super helpful to, for me at least, I really loved having the light thing where you can push with your foot to turn your lights on, where sometimes it's hard to get to the switch behind a piece of furniture where your lights plug in. And so I kind of went nuts. This year I had purchased them on clearance all the year before, and all of my places that were hard to get to plug in my Christmas lights, I had the place where I could tap them with my foot so I didn't have to bend over and pull furniture out every time I needed to turn my lights on. And the girls loved going around and turning all the lights on where they could tap them with their foot. So that was a little best practice that we did. Another thing that I shared on Facebook as well is I'm not sure what standard is for everybody, but I don't buy new decorations every year. Based off of the volume of people out buying things every year at holidays, it appears that maybe people buy new stuff every year, but I am too thrifty to do that. So one of the things that gets, I would say, used looking the most when I store things is my ribbon. In fact, this bow looked like it had been DEFCON 5 when I pulled it out, and I thought there is no way I'm going to use this. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm entering 2025 kind of weary and exhausted, and I really don't even want to decorate right now. But I try to do it for my girls and make it look festive. And in fact, I was going to have them do some of this for me, but I just kind of want to get it over with. And so I'm just going to do this with you right now, and I might let them add a couple more little trimmings when they get home from school. But I'm always amazed if you get ribbon with wire, how you can bring it to life with just a little bit of fluffing. So this looked as flat as a pancake when I pulled it out of the box, and it looked terrible. And just as I've been talking to you, I've just been giving it a little rubbing in the corners, giving it a little fluffing, and it doesn't look too bad already. So literally this bow, I don't even know how many years I've used it, but just a little love. And I used a zip tie in years past to tie it together. And truth be told, I don't even know if I want to even attach it to the wreath because I don't even want to mess with it. So look at this. I mean, this is when it's your own house, you can do it however you jolly well please. And this year I'm feeling a little lazy. So we just might, if I can get a twig, that's all I'm doing. I'm not even attaching the thing because I don't feel like it. I just got a little sprig. Look at this. I just got the sprig and I just bent it so it kind of catches. And that is all I'm doing because I don't feel like attaching it. It doesn't need to be attached. Nobody's going to be touching that thing. So then I also had a question on Facebook, how do I store things? And that could be a live in and of itself, but I typically use Ziploc bags of different various shapes because I use the same decor every year. And so I have everything in bags. And what I do, because I use the same decor, this is probably my 7th year using the same exact stuff. What I do to make it feel new to me is that sometimes I use it in different places in my house, so it feels different because I use it in different ways. But this is kind of the core stuff that I use every year. This is one of my favorite things. They're from Hobby Lobby. They're little picks that I use. But in this wreath, I think this year I'm going to use these because they're big and they're easy and I don't feel like doing much. So these are also from Hobby Lobby. They're a little hard to work with, honestly, because they have such long stems. So sometimes I actually just cut or pull the stem out. But because I'm just feeling kind of lazy, that is all I'm doing. Look at that. So this stem, I'm just kind of tucking it into the base. And that's it. I mean, if you look close, you can kind of see the stem a little bit, but I just don't feel like doing much. And you know what? I don't have any right to give you permission to do anything, but if you need if you need to feel like you need to get permission from someone, even though I have no place to give you permission, but if you need permission, I give you permission. Just stick your bow on the thing and just stick your heart on the thing and it's okay. Like, there. That's all you need to do. You don't need to overthink it. You don't need to be stressed. Like, get the little picky pick thing and just, all we do is just, that's it. We don't need to overthink it. We just get the picky pick and just stick it there. And it's just that we don't need to even try too hard. Just stick it. And if you see the wood, it's okay. We're just making it through. We're just gonna have a good time. If anybody looks too close, they don't need to look that close. They just need to step back or get their readers off their nose. That's all we're doing. Like, just keep it simple. Don't overthink it. And like I said, like, there have been years that I've wired things and I worked oh, see, here's one. I got mad at it one year and I think I just took the whole bottom off. So we'll just stick him right here. And look, all of a sudden, we've got a fun festive wreath that, how much time did I just spend on that? Oh, here's a strawberry. These are fun little beaded strawberries. And I don't know, I think these are kind of heavier, so I think I'm gonna just dollop these around the back because I'm afraid they'll kind of fall off if they get bumped in any way, shape, or form. So we're just gonna throw some strawberries around the back so that if you come on the side, it doesn't look like everything's in the front. So, oops, that one fell off. So we'll just kind of throw some strawberries and I can give you a 3-dimensional look here in a minute, but throw some strawberries in the back. Good thing is these strawberries never go bad because they are not real. And I use the strawberries every year. So I just throw them back in the bag. And the good thing about not wiring any of this or, you know, zip tying any of this or doing that, it's going to be really easy to put away when you're done at the end of the season. In fact, my girls are at a good age where I can start saying, hey, grab this bag and put the stuff away. And my daughters love to participate. And so they can put it away for me. So, and I don't have, oh, look. Ah! I just found a Christmas ornament I forgot to put away. Oops. Oh, well. But you can see how easy that was to remove. That was another pick thing. So look at here. I didn't, this is in the wrong bag. I filed it wrong, but oh, we'll just throw that guy in there too. It's a different texture. Do you see? You don't have to stress about it. We're just throwing strawberries and random things, and it's not, I'm not tying it. I'm not, oh, here's some more of these guys. We'll just see if we can maybe make some of these taller so that we get some height. Height is always good, and odd numbers is always good, even though I'm not paying attention. I'm just talking. So I'm not even counting how many of these things I put in. We'll just throw those dudes in there. And all of a sudden, it's gonna look like we are rock stars. And really, I'm just emptying my bag because I don't even know why. We'll do this one upside down because that's kind of interesting. And if I want to be crazy, we'll just feel fancy and turn the Christmas lights on. And imagine the room being dark at night. And if I want to be really schmoozy, it would be cute if I had like a big heart. Wouldn't that be cute if I had like a big heart? I might even find one somewhere. And like tied a heart to kind of like come down here. But see, this is when I start getting creative and I start seeing things come together, then all of a sudden my creative juices start going. But no, I'm not doing that because the whole point is to be simple this year. So anywho, that's it. We're going simple. That's it. So voila, there it is. So thanks for joining me. Like I said, simple is good. That's it. So happy Adorned by Jennifer Day. And I hope maybe you got at least a little idea. I just hope that you feel inspired to not be intimidated by this stuff, because the whole point is to just find joy in it and give it a whirl and just try. And if it doesn't work, no big deal. Throw it in a Ziploc bag, try it different next time. And who knows, maybe you invite your kids into the process and see what they come up with. Sometimes they have the best ideas too. And thanks for joining. So if you like this, maybe share it or click follow or any of those things you're supposed to do. I'm not the best with technology, but thanks for joining in and have a good one. Bye.